deals during Happy Honda Days. And by Xfinity. X1 from Xfinity will change the way you experience TV.
And back here in Houston, why don't we look at the starting lineups? They are brought to you by Southwest Airlines, and several changes for Sacramento. As you see, Collison, Temple with Kufis, Caspi, and Tolliver in the very talented starting five for the Houston Rockets. Let's check in with Katie Christensen.
Well, Grant, Rudy Gay and Ben McLemore are both out tonight after suffering injuries in the first half of that game Monday against the Lakers. Rudy has a strained right hip flexor and Ben a contusion on his left quadricep. Both are listed as day-to-day. But DeMarcus Cousins is also out tonight, missing his first game of the season for rest. Tonight's forward right choice shows just how much the Kings have struggled without him over the past couple seasons. Dave Yeager had this rest day planned a week ago and decided to stick with it because of the load he's been asking Cuz to carry. Coach admitted it's difficult to make these decisions because he doesn't want to send a message to the guys that certain games are not as important as the other ones. He stuck with the plan, though, so Cuz could get a full 3 days of rest headed into Friday's game in Memphis. So they're 3 men down, and that just spells opportunity for others, Grant.
All right, Katie, thank you very much. Terry, what keys do you have for us?
Well, number one, half-court threes. Very difficult to get to the Houston Rockets transition threes, but in half court, you can get to those guys, do it, force them inside, and some bench scoring. Obviously, the bench is depleted. New guys getting opportunities, but you need some offense out of your bench.
All right, and it's Sacramento with the first opportunity. But the clock did not start properly, the shot clock.
Probably won't be a factor for the Rockets all night.
No, that's probably why it's inoperative. They just don't need it. There's Mike D'Antoni, first year with the Rockets, and it's high octane here in Houston.
Yeah, really just created this style of play with Phoenix some years ago. Actually did start it with Denver. It didn't really work out very well there, but in Phoenix was terrific, and a lot of teams have copied a lot of what Coach D'Antoni likes to do offensively, as they should.
Collison with a good look. He shot it well against the Lakers, but that's too strong, and Ariza with it.
Yeah, Darren has been shooting 42-6 overall from threes. And right there, Capella with that early just a screen and slipped. He just went right to the basket. And, of course, Harden's so good at finding open players.
One thing about the Rockets, if you're going to beat them, you better get to them early. They're 14-1 when they lead after the first quarter.
And if you're going to beat them, you better figure on you're going to need 110 plus.
Oh, no doubt. And a rebound taken by Tolliver out to Caspi, the former Rocket. Oh, a nice give and go. And Ober's so good at moving without the ball.
Yeah, he's the Kings. He and Garrett Temple are the two best Kings at that particular scale. They know how to get themselves open. Of course, it's easier to get open when you do move.
And that's a turnover. Tolliver with it. And look how quickly the Kings get into the front court. And Temple with an angle three. Beautifully done, as the Kings did not waste any time. And they've got a 3-point lead.
Yeah, a real style of basketball today. That three-in transition. Obviously, players are so good at shooting the ball. It becomes a real part of your offense.
Here's Ryan Anderson gets the step. Now the jumper is short. Anderson able to save it. And it's swept away by you-know-who, Garrett Temple.
He's everywhere.
He is. Boy, is he fun to watch.
Part of the reason he's so much fun, he's good.
Yes, he is.
That really helps.
Now Collison all the way. And the Kings not able to score there. And the Rockets, with 2 minutes into this first quarter, have Harden. Guess what? Temple stayed with him, and he's able to get it to Capella. A new shot clock. And again, the Rockets don't use too much of a shot clock, but second chance points, and Harden hits the three ball.
Yeah, so interesting. Temple, terrific defensive play, stops the two, but the Rockets keep the ball and get a three. Part of the reason why they're so good.
Now Costa working on Capella. Harden has it. Screen set by Anderson, who gets the return and gets to the basket. Draws the foul, and we'll have free throws.
Yeah, that high screen is really a tough thing to cover, especially with Ryan Anderson and Harden, because Ryan can screen and pop or roll or just slip it. So skilled at all three.
That foul on Costa Koufis is first, and so Ryan Anderson goes to the line. This game available to stream on CSNCalifornia.com and the NBC Sports app for mobile and tablet. Stream the Kings on the go. Wherever you are, you're there.
Boy, you appreciate these just great scoreboards, don't you? Especially when you're up high like we are here in Houston. Similar to the one in Sacramento. It may not be quite as big, but it's fabulous.
I know one thing, it's better than the one in your living room.
Yes, it is. It's better than our monitor.
Here's Collison, and that pass broken up. Beverly. There's Capella. And the Rockets lead 8-5.
Boy, Capella's just been a great find for this franchise. Obviously, still a developing young big, but just fits in perfect with this style of play, and they haven't missed Dwight Howard, quite honestly, at all.
And there's Howard on a nice play by Temple, and it's a one-point game.
Yeah, Kings doing a nice job moving the basketball, getting easy shots.
They sure are. Here's Harden to the kick out. Anderson. Ryan Anderson, you can't give him any daylight.
You just have got to stay on those shooters. I realize, instinctively you want to help on Harden, but the truth is you probably can't do any good anyway.
Hey, I'd rather give up 2 than 3.
Exactly. The point is really, you're not going to be able to guard Harden anyway.
If you're giving the teams most of the game, you're probably going to win.
Yeah, that's they don't really want to shoot twos. They penetrate to shoot threes.
There we go. There's another opportunity, and it really is amazing to watch. And the Kings down 4. Nice pass to the open Temple. No good. And it's the Rockets with 7:30 left in the first, up by 4.
Patrick Beverly, Darren Collison, that's a real nice matchup. A beautiful drop pass. Clint Capella being right where he needs to be at the rim. Beverly finds him. So Houston doing what they do, just keep the pressure on offensively.
Boy, the Kings are getting another good look, and there is Tolliver. Put back, no good. One thing about this Rockets team, when you have open shots, you better make them.
You better make them, because they're going to come down and make them.
Well, here we go again. 16-7, and I'm looking at a Rockets team that's already 3 or 4 from beyond the line.
They're fun to watch. Just too bad that if you're a Kings fan, you don't want to watch them right now.
No, you don't. Nice look inside. And the Kings again made a nice pass. They're just not able to finish.
Yeah, both Omri and Caspian Tolliver have all missed very good shots here the last few possessions. You see James Harden just a little step back, and thank you very much. Yes, you better fear the beard.
Shot clock at 5 seconds. Caspi turns it over, and he gets the foul on Ariza. First foul on Omri Caspi.
Yeah, careless ball handling by Omri, and Trevor Ariza, a very underrated defender, a very good defender, in fact. I always thought that was one of the great moves the Rockets made when they lost Chandler Parsons. They acquired Trevor Ariza for about half the price, and quite honestly, he's just a better all-around player.
Well, Jerry, we saw 50 three-point attempts last month in Sacramento, and right now they've taken 5 and they've made 4, and it's 19-7. The Rockets off to the early lead.
and bigger part of their game plan. It's time now for our Bell Curve, brought to you by the Bell Brothers, the no surprise guys. It definitely wasn't a surprise when Houston broke an NBA record that stood for 20 years by attempting 50 three-point field goals when these two teams last met in Sacramento. Now, you can see the jump in attempts this season under D'Antoni. Sacramento was outscored 63-27 with the long ball in Sac. The troubles came in transition, where the Rockets opt to flood the perimeter instead of the paint. And as well, they got hurt when they were kicking balls out after offensive boards. So that's something to watch for here tonight.
All right, Katie, thank you very much. Garrett Temple to the basket. Nice drop off to Kosta-Koufos, and you've got to finish that. You can't miss shots like that.
Yeah, Kosta's missed a couple, as well as then Caspian and Tolliver all missed the easy shots, and that's how you get in the hole. You said if you're going to make a run, you got to start making those shots.
Harden. Beautiful pass to Clint Capella, and it's now 21-7.
Boy, Capella, he gets the easiest shots in the league, and mainly because of one guy, James Harden, just breaking down the defense so often.
Okay, your shooting percentage is probably going to be pretty good if you're the center on the Rockets.
Now watch as Kosta misses this shot, then gets the second one blocked here with the offhand here. The beautiful penetrating move. Kosta comes over to help as Harden gets near the basket, and that leaves Capella open.
So you're not surprised that Capella shoots 62% from the floor?
I'd be a little disappointed with the kind of shots he's getting. He probably ought to be a little higher.
And close to that time, able to finish 21-9. Ariza, who torched Sacramento in the first quarter in Sacramento, has not scored yet, and he still has not. Long rebound to Darren Collison, and look at Caspi get the easy leak out, and it's 21-11.
As Ariza took that long shot, Caspi challenged the shot, kept running. Excellent play by Omri, and of course DC looking ahead.
That's too easy.
Way too easy. Capella just simply sliding to the basket. No pressure on him at all.
23-11.
And I'll tell you what, he can probably wipe off with a handkerchief after this quarter.
Unbelievable. Now it's Temple. Beautifully done by Darren Collison, and it's 23-14.
Yeah, nice little penetrating move by DC, and of course Garrett Temple, whether he comes off the bench or starts, one thing he does do is just be productive and play well.
Here's Ryan Anderson with the step back.
A little bit of a Dirk Nowitzki move there, a little step back and shooting over the top.
25-14. Here's Collison.
Well, Darren seems to be shooting the ball kind of flat here early on.
Now Ariza and Capella, who's having a good first quarter with 10 points already. Here's Gordon. Short. And it's 25-14.
Yeah, Eric Gordon's had a resurrection of the year. Average number 17 coming off the bench for these Rockets.
And Omri Caspi. That is 25-17.
Omri showing the Rockets what they let go.
And Harden is fouled. He'll get to the line, something he does a lot of, with the score 25-17.
It is kind of interesting. You're talking about how much he gets to the line. Hasn't shot the ball extremely well. 44 from twos and 35 from three, but he still is extremely productive because of getting to the line. Averages about 1.5 points a shot, which is great.
They see 261, now 262 free throw attempts. And the next closest player on the Rockets in free throw attempts is 62 by Capella. And a substitution. And this substitution brought to you by Speedy. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your oil change tune-up and repair experts. Matt Barnes. And the Kings coming back a little bit within 7.
Well, that's one thing about it. If you move the ball and you run the floor, you're going to get easy shots against this team because they want you to have them so they can go back down and get easy shots themselves. I mean, they'll gladly let you try to trade baskets with them because they know sooner or later they'll get their 3 and you won't.
Yeah, there's only probably 2 teams in the league that can trade baskets with this one. Would you not agree?
Yeah, absolutely. And
30-20.
And the Kings aren't one of them.
No. Bad pass picked up by Ty Lawson. Anderson the only one back. Boy, that missed by a foot.
That was a stop, pop, and a wham. Again, you know, you see guys running the transition. They don't run to the basket. They run to the short corners. And there, Ryan Anderson just automatic from that spot.
And a 20-second timeout. Kings down 13. And it's time to go the extra mile. It's brought to you by Folsom Lake Ford and Folsom Lake Kia. And you look at James Harden. No player has finished the season averaging 28, 12, and 7 rebounds. He has assisted on 49.2% of Houston's made field goals. That's unbelievable.
That really is. That kind of gives you the idea. He got the ball in his hands a good bit.
Well,
as he should have.
Rockets have made 6 of 9 threes, and Harden already with 2 of them.
Yeah, you see Capella just slips the screen, goes right to the basket. He's just a great individual effort again by Harden to get into the paint. Really looking to assist much more, but you know he can score. And in the open court, just unguardable here. A little dance to free himself up against Omer Caspi. James Harden putting on a show early, and there's one of his fans. I don't think that's an original beard. It could be a fake. I think he might pass out by halftime. He's got his nose covered with that thing.
And another 3 ball by Garrett Temple. He's got 9, and it's 33-23.
I just love watching this guy play, Garrett Temple. I mean, every night, doesn't always shoot the ball well, but he always plays well.
And Sacramento trying to get back into this thing a little bit. And every time they get within 7, the Rockets hit a 3 or 2 and see if they can keep some pressure on. Here's Temple. And that rebound goes out of bounds. It will be Houston ball. As you saw Sam Decker in, he is the second-year man out of Wisconsin. Actually, when he was in high school, his dad was the coach. I would think he got some playing time.
Okay, he got a couple extra shots because of that, right? He's really had a nice season here, as we see a careless pass by Beverly.
And another one back the other way.
Well, just careless both ends, I think.
I think they're going to change this call.
Good look at it. Here's Matt Barnes. Does anybody touch it? Yeah, looked like Eric Gordon touched that ball. I think that's Kings. But Decker really has emerged as a three-point shooter as well. You know, so the former Wisconsin Badger shooting over 38% with a long ball.
And here come the Rockets. It's a 4-on-2. Now watch them set up a 3. There it is. They don't even go for a 2. They don't even. No one even goes near the basket.
No, they will run to the short corners, or in that case, Eric Gordon. I'm not sure. I thought Eric maybe touched the line with his foot. I think he might spotted something there.
36-25.
They may need to check that, but Gordon, as I said, just has had a terrific year after a lot of injuries, starting to look like the star he was before the injuries. Perfect system for him.
Final seconds of this opening quarter. And again, the Rockets this year, when they lead after one quarter of play, they're 14-1. And they lead after one quarter here, 36-25. One quarter has gone by, and the Kings have some work to do.
You buy the Dodge Charger. This car was made for driving in California. Visit Dodge.com.
Hey, we welcome you back to Houston, where it is 36-25 after one quarter of play, and the Rockets, again, their bread and butter, shooting the threes. They've made 7 of 11.
Yeah, Kings shooting the three ball well, too, 5 of 8.
And there's Decker.
Just bring it on in, Decker. Everybody with a Rocket jersey on comes in knowing they can shoot it and do. 8 of 12 already. 6 guys that have made threes.
And Ty Lawson just walked in unguarded.
Of course, Rockets are probably thinking, well, we'll get 3 and give you 2.
Right, exactly. Hey, when you're making your threes, you can do that.
There'll be a stretch where they don't make them. At least I'm counting on that.
And there's Nene and accounts. So that leads me to this point. Can the Rockets, are they, the perception is they're all offense and no defense. Is that accurate?
Pretty close. Yeah, they've got a couple of good individual defenders, but really their style is to outscore you.
So on nights when their threes are not falling, they've got a good chance to be beat if they're playing a good team, correct?
Yeah, very correct. I think right now that it'd be very difficult for them to win a series against a Warriors or Spurs.
So they don't have anything to fall back on, is the point I'm trying to make. If they're not hitting threes, that's it.
That's it, pretty much. I mean, unless, Harden has got to go get it into the basket, but they don't have a low post game.
Here's Decker's 3. And now he gets the layup. It's pretty nice when you can bring a guy like Nene off the bench for Capella, isn't it?
It is. I mean, he's a different kind of player, very physical, really not as lively, but he at least gives him some bulk and some toughness inside. And, of course, Beverly is a great individual defender. I think he is really underrated that way. So they do have a guy they can put on the other team's best guard and make it tough, and he brings that edge to the game.
All right, let's see if the Kings can get a couple of stops as Gordon is into the paint, short, and Sacramento looks to run. So 4-on-4 coming the other way. Here's Barnes, a deep 3. And Nene with the rebound. And again, look at the way they spread the ball. The extra pass, and that's steps. Too unselfish on that sequence.
Yeah, really, Beverly had the good open 3, and he's a good three-point shooter, which is one of the remarkable things to me, because he really was, when he came in the league, he couldn't shoot the ball deep at all, but that shows you what hard work can do, and he's a 40%er out there now.
That is the 5th turnover for Houston. Let's see if the Kings can chip away a little bit here. Barnes. They're moving the ball around. Here's Collison. And the extra pass to a Fowler for a 3. Kings are getting good looks.
They sure are, really sharing the basketball very well. Just right now, just not making enough shots.
And a foul on Cauley Stein, not able to stop Nene on the baseline. That's the first foul on Willie Cauley Stein.
That sort of reminded me a little bit of years ago when I was coaching. We had guys that had moved the ball very unselfish. We moved the ball from non-scorer to non-scorer.
Yeah.
And pretty soon the clock worked against you.
And that's a turnover. So Sacramento down 14. Of course, that wasn't the story when you were at Vincennes and you had some guys that could shoot the ball.
They didn't have to move very much.
No. Just get the ball to Bob McAdoo.
That took care of most of it. Both teams have calmed down a little bit offensively, but
What'd you just say?
And there's Patrick Beverly knocking down that three ball. Like I say, they just everybody out there. I mean,
46-29. Look at that, Jerry. 64%. And the Kings, you know, it's not like they're not shooting the ball well. They are, but against this team, had a nice job by Lawson. He knocked it away. 46-29 with 8:20 left here in the second quarter. Here's a three. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Better check the glass to make sure there's not a crack on it.
There's definitely a mark of some type.
Here's May. Offensive rebound, and Decker has the basket. That makes it now 48-29. It's the biggest lead of the game so far for the Rockets and Dave Yeager. Well, we knew the Rockets had this ability, and they're doing it again.
Trip at the Toyota Center here in Houston, taking on the hottest team in the NBA right now. The Houston Rockets are 9-10 over the last 10 games. That first win over that span actually coming in Sacramento against the Kings the day after Thanksgiving. The month of December has been kind to the Rockets. Here, take a look at our Honda drive ahead. Houston's current 7-game win streak started with a double overtime win over Golden State. Definitely sending a message around the league that Mike D'Antoni and his Rockets are going to be a force to be reckoned with come April. James Harden, of course, has been their driving force through the first quarter of the season. His personal numbers are impressive, but none as much as this. Harden is assisting or scoring on nearly 70% of Houston's offense. Grant, that's just crazy, and I can only imagine it's going to get better, I guess.
No, it is crazy. It really is.
Well, he's the perfect guy for a system that allows for his level of greatness to really be shown.
48-29.
That's why he's a strong contender for MVP in my book. Obviously several others, but you got to put him in there. He's made this team significantly better.
There's Capella. See, that's amazing. You got Capella, who has the ball underneath the basket, and Ty Lawson is on him, and he throws out for a three.
Yeah, he wasn't even thinking about anything other than doing just that. That's how they play.
When's the last time you saw a center being guarded by a small little point guard and underneath the basket, throw it out for a three-pointer? That's just unbelievable.
I think the last time I saw it was just about 30 seconds ago.
51-29. I'll tell you, you know what? I mean, I know the Kings are shorthanded, and I get that. This Rockets team is good. They really are. They're very good.
They're very good, and the Kings are just not playing well at all. No defense at all right now. Coach Yeager very frustrated with what he's seeing.
Now, they make plans to be at Sacramento's largest ugly sweater party at Golden One Center. Kings and Blazers on Tuesday, December 20th. Wear your favorite ugly sweater or pick up some Kings holiday gear at the team store. Get your tickets at kings.com/tickets. How about our pizza guys' delivery of the game and the Rockets? Now, watch this, Jerry. Watch Capella. He's got Ty Lawson on him, and he kicks out as Matt Barnes came down, but all he would have had to do was turn. He had an easy basket, but instead he kicks out for the three-pointer.
That's who they are. And, of course, Matt Barnes did come in there to help left Decker wide open. And, well, they keep the floors spread. Their spacing is outstanding.
53-29, the Rockets 10 of 15 from the three-point line. Cauley Stein, Aflalo, Lawson, Collison, and Barnes. By the way, Malachi Richardson and Scal Labissiere are with the team, and I would expect to see them on the floor for sure this evening.
It would seem so.
There's Scal.
Getting a lot of minutes in the D-League with the Reno Bighorns. Showing progress.
And the Rockets turn it over for the 8th time.
Yeah, I think Harden, that was a very poor turnover. If I were Coach D'Antoni, I'd bench him for the rest of the game.
Yeah. 8 points, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds for James Harden. He will turn the ball over a lot, but I mean, he has the ball a lot.
He does, yeah. His assist turnover ratio isn't great, but it's okay. It's better than 2-to-1, which considering what he does offensively, you can more than live with that.
take to the basket by Aaron Aflalo.
That did a nice job there. Beat Ariza off the bounce.
53-31.
That was Ariza.
First foul, or first basket, I beg your pardon, for Aaron Aflalo. And somehow Ryan Anderson was able to steer that home. 55-31.
Right place, right time. Loose ball. Ryan picks it up. Thank you. Get a good look at this nice move by Aaron Aflalo as he is able to beat a good defender, Trevor Ariza, off the bounce. Use the left hand to get the nice finish. And now just a loose ball here. And Ryan Anderson picks up. And thank you very much.
And that's goaltending or no? Did they get it on the way up? It's going to be 2 free throws. I'm going to say Capella did get a clean block.
He is quick off his feet. Obviously, you know, he's one of those guys. In another couple of years, he'll be another 20 pounds heavier and still probably have the quick hops. There's DC. There's the push, and very close.
Yep.
But we'll take the word of the officials. Maybe the toughest call to make is the goaltends.
So it's now 55-33 with just over 5 minutes left in the half, and see the call going against the Rockets' Clint Capella.
Yeah, the game moves so fast, players don't really have enough time to even argue with officials, do they? Which is good. You see enough of that on a nightly basis. But this pace, boy, you better get back on defense.
55-33. Now there's Garrett Temple. You don't have to worry about him playing every possession.
That's the least of your worries.
Let's see how he does on Harden. Now he jumps out on Anderson. But you can see they're switching up top on everything.
Yeah, that's something they just have to do. A good idea by Coach Egger to get that switching in effect. Slow down the ball movement a little bit.
Of course, you will end up with some mismatches like this.
And even when you do, you got to be smart enough to take advantage. The Rockets are.
57-35. Jerry, the Rockets are shooting 67% for the game.
And getting a lot of open threes, a lot of mismatch inside tight baskets.
And that's knocked away off Sacramento, so the Kings turn it over, and they're trailing 57-35. Dave Yeager's kind of wondering, gee, what else can I do? Here's Anderson, short. Numbers for the Kings if they hurry, but the Rockets, they also do a nice job in running back in transition.
They do. They get it.
Nice little half hook by Costa Koufos.
Yeah, he just pinned Capella inside, and Kings wise to get him the ball with just perfect position.
Well, can you imagine what it must be like to watch the Rockets practice? I mean, because they're playing against one another. Can you imagine what the... Wow.
Well, I'd be surprised if Coach D'Antoni does make sure they do a lot of scrimmaging, and that's a more like Coach Krill said, the best. If you want to be good at playing, the best thing to do is play.
Harrell has come in for the first time. See, Gordon came out of the game. It's 57-37. Nice pass. Temple set up Koufos perfectly.
Boy, Garrett Temple really the highlight here for the Kings.
He sure is.
No doubt about that. 11 points.
Now they go on the skip pass to Anderson. And it's Costa Koufos with the rebound. Ryan Anderson, 5 of 7 from the floor.
Rockets have cooled off a little bit.
Thank goodness. Here's Temple. And it's off the rim into the hands of Harrell. 3 minutes left here in the second quarter from Houston. And again, look at this ball movement. Harden, the drop off, and free throws.
Boy, that's just a couple of extra passes that most teams don't make because Ariza and Anderson both had shots.
We have a timeout with the Rockets leading 57-39. 2 minutes, 50 seconds left. Where we just saw a beautiful pass by Garrett Temple. Waitlist for more information. No McLemore tonight, no Rudy Gay, no DeMarcus Cousins, the first two injured. Cousins a scheduled rest was the word from Kings head coach Dave Yeager. How about the big play the Togo's way? And Garrett Temple has played very well here in the first half.
Boy, making shots, making plays. Garrett Temple, we see it every night. You know, he knows this team needs more from him than normal, and he's trying to provide it, doing his part and then some. He is the Temple of Doom tonight. He's trying to put a little defensive doom on Harden, and he slowed him down a good bit. And that's really all you can do with a guy like Harden, make him work for it.
Yeah. Well, he's only taken 2 shots.
Yeah, no, I mean Harden's played a great game, but he has not been able to get the kind of shots that he wants. And of course, Temple has a lot to do with that.
3 turnovers for Harden in this first half.
That's the good news. The bad news, there's only one Garrett Temple.
Yeah, that's very well stated. 58-39. And Caspi with a beautiful runner, and that's an offensive foul. Well, Harrell was there, so they take the basket off the board, and they give the foul to only Caspi.
Now watch his Caspi. Now he's already got the floater. He just takes it a dribble too far. The defender there, well in advance waiting.
Matt Barnes is going to come in now.
For the Kings, 22, Matt Barnes.
That was the third foul on Omi Caspi. 58-39. And it will stay Houston ball. 8 on the shot clock.
Again, Temple with a nice takeaway from Ryan Anderson. He tried to quick spin, but wasn't quick enough to get away from Garrett.
And Beverly, no. And here comes Collison.
Again, transition defense by the Rockets, very efficient.
And that comes out. Kufis will stay with it. And a block shot. Look at that defense, but finally a foul is called.
And Beverly with a foul on Anthony Tolliver at the rim. Just a great hustle plays by the Rockets. Here's Kufis, misses the easy one first, takes it back up. But how about this timing play? Harold, the former University of Louisville Cardinal, very lively, athletic player.
Kufis. 2 minutes left. Collison.
Boy, Darren just really not making his shots. He's 1 of 6 and he's had some really good looks out there.
58-40. Yeah, the other night against the Lakers, those were all falling. Boy, oh boy. Now that is my definition of a really bad pass.
That would, I think that would qualify, yeah. That might not be called a turnover. I mean, you have a separate stat for it.
And there's Tolliver hitting the three, and it's 58-43. And the Kings, who were down 24, now are within 15. Just keep playing. You never know. Just keep playing.
Well, this is a team that will start missing shots periodically. Well, I can't give you the exact time. I'm just...
Okay.
I'm fairly certain it will. We just haven't seen it yet.
(61-43). And here comes Harden. Now watch the way they spread the floor here. They look. And then as I say that, they go to the paint. But look at it. Kick out for three. No, we don't want to win. We don't want an easy two. Give us a three. Did you ever in your life think you'd see the game played like it is here tonight? I mean, seriously.
No, I really didn't. I mean, certainly we saw signs of it in Phoenix and some, but really Coach D'Antoni's taking it to a new level where basically the three ball is what you're looking for. I mean, you will take a layup and a dunk, but here again now the defense. But you see too, the Kings help this because you see all the black shirts really glomming in on the guy that really doesn't want to shoot it anyway, and just opens up the three-point shooters.
Well, all your life you've been programmed. Okay, you know what? Pick up the guy going to the basket.
Yeah, you got to help when somebody's in the painted area. But in this case, there are guys you don't really need to help on, and you got to keep that in mind. Don't leave the three-point shooter to help on nobody.
That was a nice play by Tolliver. Now the Kings will have a final chance here.
It'd be great if Darren Collison could get him a hoop here before the half.
Kings in a hole here at the intermission. Harden and the Rockets 12 of 19 in three-point shooting. And that's why they have a 64-43 lead on CSN California.
Has a healthier team to take with him. What Coach Egger said, hey, if we're going to get in this game, we're going to have to get it in the first 3 or 4 minutes of the third quarter. And Mike D'Antoni's telling his team, if you'll get after these guys, then they can't get back in the game in the first 3 or 4 minutes. So both teams kind of know what the situation is.
Absolutely. Houston will have the ball, and it's James Harden. Again, they scored 64. He's only taken 2 shots. He hasn't had to take a lot of shots.
No, he's been very unselfish, obviously. But Temple has done a nice job staying in front of him, making him make plays for his teammates.
There's Anderson. Now to Beverly. And the Kings get the turnover there.
Yeah, good double team there. Trevor Ariza really taken by surprise. Ariza has had a very quiet first half, 2 of 4 shooting, but he does have 2 or 3 with the long ball.
All right, let's see if the Kings can chip into this lead here at the start of the third. That's a pushing foul on Koufos. Offensive foul. So the Kings start the third quarter the same way the Rockets did, and that's with a turnover.
Yeah, Costa really nothing to gain there. You're already out there at the high post, so you're trying to gain an extra 6 inches.
Here's a 3 by Patrick Beverly, and it's only Caspi pulling it down for Sacramento. Nice look. Now that's one pass too many. And it's Harden with it.
Teams did a much better job matching up with the shooters on that transition opportunity.
5 on the clock. One shot. And finally, it's Sacramento with it. That's a good defensive rotation there. Here's Temple. Yes, Garrett Temple. And that's another 3 ball. He's got 14.
Temple a boom with the long ball. Garrett maybe start a little momentum switch here.
Missed 3, and that's the one thing about the Rockets and all teams that shoot threes. They, if they go through that stretch, they go look at Collison, put it in the book, and send them to the line. But if you go through that 5 to 7, 8 minute stretch where shots are not falling, you can come back.
Yeah, let's give you an opportunity. It starts with great defense here. Kufis with a nice body control, and now in the open court, here's Darren Collison finding Garrett Temple, who finds nothing but a little bit of twine. And Collison struggled with his long shot, but how about this aggressive take to the rim?
Been a poor night for Collison in terms of shooting. He does have 9 assists. He's been getting good looks, too.
Well, he has, and that basically, in my mind, is that he was shooting the ball so flat from deep. Just didn't get it look like he got legs under him. But, he's an aggressive, tough-minded player. He'll get it going.
Yes, he will. And the Rockets. And that's off Sacramento. So, hey, it's a 15-point game. We've played a little less than 2 minutes. See if the Kings can get a few more stops and get this thing in the single digits.
Yeah, those 3-point shots we can get a little tougher, and that basket a little smaller if you could tighten the game up a little bit.
Harden, good pass. Boy, was that from the beauty.
What a great look, James Harden. Boy, oh boy.
Harrell with the easy basket, 66 to 49.
Get the idea, he's pretty good.
Yep. He did not have a good season last year. The year before he was runner-up in MVP, and then last year he didn't even make the first, second, or third All-NBA squad. And I can tell you this, he'll be on that squad this year.
He sure will. Well, they had all the coaching changes.
Yeah, it was a mess.
Sort of thing.
Yeah.
Just kind of a wasted year for the Rockets, and boy, they got it right now.
They sure do. Here's Trevor Ariza. I'm wondering, in the West, you still obviously they're not a team that you talk about, and I'm not saying that that's right or wrong, but I wonder if you took the Rockets and put them in the East, would people be saying, hey, this is a team that can challenge Cleveland? What do you think about that?
I would say they would be. I sure do. I think Toronto right now is the second best team
shot
in the East. As we see a nice move by Tolliver there, but I feel like the Rockets are probably a better team than the
I agree.
Than the Raptors.
And Harden no good. And a rebound taken by Caspian, leaking out Temple. Temple against the good defender Beverly. And, oh, boy, Beverly draws the charge. Boy, did he get there in time?
I didn't think he did, but we're going to get a good look at it. Let's see. He did.
Yeah, he did. Good play by the good defender Patrick Beverly.
Yeah, I think with Garrett really tried to take that kind of Euro step to the side there, really just didn't get away from Beverly enough. To get just another half a foot would have got Beverly off balance with his positioning.
Three-pointer. That's now 19 for Ryan.
Well, you can see why Ryan wanted to come here.
And a basket.
Well,
you don't think the $22 or $23 million a year had something to do with it, too?
Well, I mean, yeah. I think it had a huge amount. It should.
74-53. But this is a perfect style for him, is what you're referring to.
Yeah, the style, and also, I think, once you... But you're right. I mean, I think sometimes fans forget that really invariably the money has more to do with it than any other single factor.
And that is a foul on Darren Collison. And again, Ryan Anderson's made 4 of 7 from beyond the three-point line. He has 19 points.
Now watch Harden just finds Anderson, who just simply steps outside a deep ball and splashes one down right on target. As much as I enjoy being with you, if somebody give me $20 million a year, I'd consider. I'd have to consider leaving.
Yep. Another good pass blocked by Tolliver, beautifully timed. Boy, Costa was wide open. They didn't get him the ball, and now they turn it over. And the layup. And out of time. Every time you think you're kind of making up a little ground, the Rockets just go on that, 60 to 90 second spurt, and now look at that. It's 76-53. Top 76 to 53. They've now made 14 three-pointers in 24 attempts. And how about the local kid, Ryan Anderson, Sacramento, of course, Oak Ridge High School, and then Cal. And look at those numbers against Sacramento. His best against any team, 16.4 points in 18 games, including a career-high 36. And our cheap shots of the game, Ryan Anderson has made 7 of 11, including 4 of 7 from beyond the arc.
Yeah, showing you the creativity that he's developed over the years. He's just not a spot shooter, and certainly a really smart player. Knows how to get the spacing, move without the basketball. Ryan Anderson really has separated the teams again here in the third.
Well, he had told me that growing up in an era with Vlade Divac and Chris Webber and that group really made an impression on him, and he wonders whether or not he'd be an NBA player had it not been for the experience of living in the Sacramento area and becoming addicted to that style and that team.
Well, good question. I suspect he would have been, but it made it easier for him, at least to have a little better understanding of what was involved. And
first, second team foul.
Bounce pass. Back to Tempo. Good fake, and the 17-footer a little bit short. And it stays 76-53. 79-53. And that is now 15 three-pointers for the Rockets. Short. And here come the Rockets. They leak out Ariza. And it's 81-53.
Well, that little spurt at the start of the third quarter is spurted out.
However, no good. I know it's only December, but I got to tell you, the Western Conference playoffs are going to be must-see TV in the spring. And Anderson and a chance for one more.
Well, there's some awfully good teams, no question. And especially style of play, too. I mean,
that's
really,
right.
Just fun basketball to watch when you watch the Warriors, the teams like this, the Spurs. I mean,
you look at the Thunder with what Westbrook's doing. Look at the Clippers this year. And of course, there's a long way to go. Injuries and other factors, maybe a trade. You never know. But, I'll tell you this. If you're going to talk about the West, don't talk about the West and not include this Houston Rockets team.
Well, if you do, you're very foolish. They're capable of beating anybody.
They sure are.
Not saying they will, but anybody thinks that because with the level of shooting ability they have and the leadership they have at Harden, they're going to be a tough out.
They really are.
You'd have to think in terms of Mike D'Antoni as coach of the year, too, at this stage, wouldn't you?
84-53, and Costa Koufos with the half up.
Yeah, that was pretty by Costa. Just a real quick flip. Costa with 8 and 6.
Harden, and he'll get to the free throw line. It's only been there twice. They haven't really needed him to get into the paint. He's just been doing his thing. He's got 10 assists, Jerry.
Yeah, 10 points, 10 assists, 8 rebounds. So well on his way to a triple-double. And he's just playing the game. That's what you love to see. Great player just playing the game. He's not looking for stats.
He's not hugging the ball.
No.
He's not, it's not the James Harden show. It's the Houston Rockets show.
It's the Houston Rockets show led by James Harden. That's what it is. And that's a good thing.
One.
86-55. This is the biggest lead of the night. job by Coaster. Block shot, Harrell. Caspi.
Well, Harrell really brings a little extra energy.
James Harden now with 13. And it's 89-55. And there's another one for Garrett Temple.
Well, Garrett has been the offense. I mean, that's the reality.
89-58.
Got a mismatch here. Ryan Anderson and Rockets quick to see it. Double. Now the ball gets moved.
That three by Temple, by the way, is 5th. He's got 17 for the ball game.
He might be close to career totals. I thought he had about 5 or so last year against the Kings with the Washington Wizards.
Yes, he did.
Boy, great runners.
How about that? You know, they're going to have over 100 points before the end of the third quarter.
Unless they go stone cold. We're not talking Steve Austin.
Block shot. Harrell. Numbers. Harden. And of course, why not give up a 2 to get a 3?
James Harden really had Caspi on the skates there and found the open three-point shooter Ariza.
94-58. Rockets on top.
You buy Coors Light. Whatever your mountain, climb on. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Great beer, great responsibility.
We welcome you back to Houston. It's 94-58. Hey, are you looking for activities for your kids during the holiday break? Just go to kings.com/Junior Kings to view upcoming camps and clinics open to youth ages 6 to 14. Barnes, Cauley Stein, Lawson, Caspi, and Temple. One rebound away from tying Akeem Olajuwon's record for triple doubles with the Houston Rockets. Put yourself in the same category as the Dream. You're doing well.
You're at the top of any list you need to be on.
Yep.
Well, was he unguardable?
Yes, he was. The Dream Shake was truly an unguardable shot. 15, 12, and 9 rebounds for Harden. Question is, how much longer will these starters even be on the court? See the retired jerseys here.
The great Clyde Drexler, Olajuwon, Carol Dawson, former longtime coach and executive here, and see Tomjanovich, Murphy, Moses Malone.
Yep.
That's a pretty fair bunch.
7-59.
They just keep bringing in guys that can make shots, and that really is the name of the game in the NBA. You better be able to shoot it.
And a layup by Caspi.
Good aggressive move by Omri.
And Nene, no good. Beautiful layup by Garrett Temple. He's got 19.
Yeah, I think Garrett wanted a call there. Looked like maybe he could have had one, but didn't get it. But a beautiful take. Used the right hand to finish at the rim.
Well, he's really been outstanding in this game.
He has. Of course, he's been outstanding every game, but it really does show you what he can do when he has to do more. And that's why the Rockets like this young Sam Decker, the former Wisconsin Badger.
Hey, I'm shocked that they dunked it and didn't kick it out for a 3. There was a guy open in the corner.
Well, Sam must have said, I'll go ahead and take this dunk.
Yeah. Air ball. There he comes again. 99-63.
Yeah, Decker missed most of last year with injury.
Oh, wow. Boy, Harden He's putting on a show, isn't he?
He's
got his triple-double. He's got his 15, 13 assists and 10 rebounds.
Yeah, he's putting on the full Pete Maravich act there. Now watch Sam Decker lets the defender run at him and says, Willie Cauley-Stein, come get this if you can. How about over-the-shoulder look? Willie saved the sure basket there. Yeah, you can just see with Harden. I mean, he's just flourishing in this style of play. I mean, he's always had all the talent, but this allows him to do everything he can do, which is about everything anybody can do.
14th career triple-double ties Hakeem Olajuwon, and the dream will not be tied for long. It will be Harden, maybe in the next game. Pretty amazing when you look at that career and then you look at what Russell Westbrook's doing this year.
Yeah, no question. And of course, Russell, Harden, Durant, Curry, LeBron, and you've got a lot of great players. Well, I forget maybe the most underrated player maybe in the league today, Kawhi Leonard.
Yes.
I just think that guy's a true great because he can guard you as well as the best scorer and all-around player on a legit championship caliber team.
Well, this is the second time we're seeing the Rockets as Temple gets to the line for the technical free throw. And they were very impressive at Golden One Center. They took 50 three-point attempts. Mike D'Antoni's team came in and just took over the game in the first quarter. And I'm more impressed with them tonight. Now, of course, the Kings are without, 3 starters, but I don't think it would have mattered the way they're shooting the ball. There's Matt Barnes.
No, I mean, they've been playing like this,
yes.
And they've had maybe the toughest schedule, the road schedule, and all that. So that's why you point out you better take these guys serious in the West.
Wow, Ariza missed one. Take him out of the game. Cut him. Can you believe he missed a wide-open 3?
Yeah, he's trying to think what happened here.
He's made 5 of them tonight. He's got 17.
Yeah, he was that way in Sacramento, too.
He sure was.
You see that ball was short. The run out by Decker.
102 to 67.
Sam put a double Decker on that wham jam. James Harden standing in front of Temple that time.
2 to shoot. Barnes. They may review that. They are going to review it. I don't think he got it off in time.
I don't either.
But for now, it's 102 to 70. The way this game's going, and there's Harden, and he missed it. The Kings down 32 points. The Rockets may not even have to score anymore, and they could win the game.
They've probably got enough.
Wow, what a clinic that we are seeing by the Rockets after 3 quarters. They lead it 102 to 70. Well, just for the heck of it, let's look at what you thought the keys were when this thing started.
Yeah, right. Well, half-court threes, the Kings needed to defend those. They have not did that. Obviously, a lot of those were in transition, but the half-court threes they have not, and certainly bench scoring has not been there either. You didn't expect them to outscore the Rockets bench, but you need to be closer than the numbers you just saw, 28 to 15.
Well, I'm happy to see Malachi Richardson, and let's see what he can do as Cauley-Stein gets to dunk. And, Malachi, I know it's the D-League, but boy, has he been impressive in Reno, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's doing what you're supposed to do in the D-League. If you're an NBA level player, go score and put up solid numbers. He's done that.
Oh, and he just got a hand on it, but deflects to Nene. 104 to 69. Matt Barnes with it. Anthony Tolliver.
Another one of those 38-point quarters with the Rockets in the third.
Three-pointer. And Tolliver with it. 104-71. Stein not able to connect. Nice ball fake by Patrick Beverly. Short. Into the hands of Matt Barnes. The knee on Cauley Stein. Nice attempt, but he just went to the right. I thought that he had the space needed for the shot, but he missed it. It's 104-71. We've got 10 minutes left in the fourth. Here's Brewer. They don't miss three-pointers in a row.
So everybody getting in on the act, no question about it. So another guy to make threes.
Deep three. Boy, can you imagine you're an NBA player and, you know, there's really no such thing as a bad shot on you. So you don't have to worry about coming out, you know?
I was going to say, boy, there's a lot of guys in the older years gone by would love to. I always think when you watch this game, somebody like Eddie Johnson or something,
my gosh.
he'd have just died to have an opportunity to play like this.
How about Richie Diaz?
Well, Rich played that like that anyway.
Yeah, but you're right. Can you imagine Eddie Johnson? That's unbelievable.
Yeah, you know, you go back 30 years and most teams, you shoot 3 or 4 threes a game. But basically,
sure,
to catch up or desperation, things of that nature. So it's, of course, the rules of the game with the guards, you can't touch them now.
That's right, you can't hand check them.
So it's a different game. It's a perimeter game.
A lot of people forget, in Jerry West and that whole era, I mean, you could literally, put your hand on them to prevent them from going anywhere. It was a different game.
You kind of mug them more cutters. I mean, you could bump cutters, knock cutters off their routes. Now you certainly can't do that. We're not supposed to.
And it's taken by Cauley Stein. 19 of 36, though, the story, are the Rockets behind the three-point arc. No good for Malachi.
Probably a little nerves there on that first one.
Probably. And Jeffrey's been good coming off the bench.
He looks like a good young player to me, and very aggressive, strong player, but obviously very athletic, as we saw on that dunk. So he fits right in. Here he goes, just explodes past Willie to get the contact.
We have a timeout, and the Rockets with the big lead.
Their record while facing the Kings here in the fourth quarter at the Toyota Center. Now, the last time the Kings faced the Rockets in Sacramento, they broke the record for three-point field goals attempted with 50. Tonight, they've got 19 made three-point field goals from 6 different guys here in the fourth quarter. Now, the NBA record in the regular season is 23. Houston actually tied that record, which was originally set by Orlando back in 2009 against the Kings. Now, in the postseason last year, though, Grant, we did see the Cavs get 25, but for the regular season, they're pushing 23.
Hey, Katie, thank you very much. See the NBA record, as Katie was just talking about, 19 for Houston. Magic against the Kings in 2009, and the Rockets.
Yeah, that was a
Warriors.
Great team with Howard at center, and you had Hito Turkoglu and Rashard Lewis.
Oh, yeah.
At the forwards. I always thought that was such a unique forward combination because they could both basically play 3 or 4 type thing. They had skill and could shoot the deep ball.
Went to the NBA Finals. There's Ty Lawson.
Ty Lawson.
Is a three-point opportunity on a beautiful pass.
Capella showing some good hands and ability to finish there. Of course, gorgeous pass from Patrick Beverly. Beverly is getting better and better as a basketball player. How about this lead pass behind the back? But that's a good catch and finish. Capella, he still may be a little bit of a work in progress, but he's a very good work in progress.
He sure is. He's got 14 points. How about that move by Malachi Richardson? That was a quick baseline step. And he's going to get 2 free throws.
So he's got some nice length, obviously, at the off-guard position. You like to see a guy with length, but how about this little quickness here? Just gets by Gordon, and the body control allows him to draw the foul. Former Syracuse Orange Man.
See what he did at Reno in 11 games. That's what the D-League's for. Stay ready, work on your game, and then when you get your shot, you haven't been just sitting and watching for
Yeah, no, it's a great thing. I mean, I think that soon every team will have their own D-League team. And because really more and more of the 19-year-olds just aren't ready. That's the bottom line.
Of course not.
People, I don't care where you draft them. As you said, I mean, there's not really a lot of advantage in just watching other guys play.
From 12 to 75. Beautiful move by Willie Cauley-Stein.
Sure was. Willie showing you some confidence there with that quick up and in.
Beverly with a spin and gets it to fall. 5 minutes have been played here in the fourth. Now, as you look at Malachi Richardson, bottom of your screen, he's been standing around a lot. Does he need to move a little bit more?
Yeah, he's got to learn. He can't just be stationary as he is right there. Learn to move without the ball. I mean,
here's Barnes, and he hits the corner 3.
Yeah, if I were Malachi Richardson, I'd kind of watch Garrett Temple.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Absolutely. I'd watch him alive, not a little bit.
Get a good look at Willie Cauley-Stein here now, just going right at Capella here. How about this little quick move? That's a good sight to behold.
And now Scal Labissiere is going to come in, so we'll get the youngsters, both of them on the floor. Tell you what else I'd do if I were a young player coming out of college. I wouldn't only watch the way Garrett Temple plays. I'd be hanging around Garrett Temple to see what it's like to be a consummate professional and how to go about conducting your business.
Absolutely correct.
And that's a brick rebounded by Richardson. What kind of handle does Malachi have?
I think it's a work in progress. It's not bad. Probably further advanced with the handle than McLemore was coming out of college.
Yep.
Of course, he played longer in college, and that's a big part of it.
We're at the halfway point of the fourth. And Labissiere not able to come up with the loose ball block. And now it's Brewer. 3-pointer.
The Rockets did everything wrong except get the look at a 3-ball.
Boy, that's a beautiful pass by Richardson to Cauley-Stein.
Yeah, good movement by Cauley-Stein. And you see Malachi Richardson very comfortable delivering the ball.
We have a timeout. So all Houston. Well, the Houston Rockets, James Harden with a triple-double, 15 points, 14 assists, and 11 rebounds in our Toyota game summary. That pretty much says it all. In the previous 11 games, 35.8 points, 7.5 assists, 5.5 rebounds, 47% floor, 45% three. And tonight his 14th career triple-double, tying the Rockets franchise record with Akeem the Dream Olajuwon.
Yeah, took 7 shots and was easily the best player on the floor.
Number 6, top medics at 30, Kyle Wiltshire in the Rockets lineup, on with number 5, Trace Harrell.
So Ennis is in.
Number 32, KJ McDaniels in for your Rockets.
Boy, that's good defense by Richardson there on McDaniels.
Yeah, just stayed right there. Had nice low center of gravity. Kept his hands moving. Good to see.
Sure is good to see. Nice ball fake by Tolliver.
Anthony Tolliver.
Collar in double figures.
And that makes it 120 to 84. That's 21 three-pointers, so 2 from tying the record. A little bit of a force there, huh, Jerry?
A little bit.
Yep.
Oh, that pass had absolutely no chance.
Broken up by Lawson. And Paulie Stein, and he'll have a chance for a three-point play.
Aggressive move by Willie there. Definitely right straight down the lane. The pass delivered right on time. Now we see here's Ty Lawson going to find Willie. You see just overpowers the defender. The defender couldn't establish any position. These are maybe so-called garbage time, but a lot of the players on the floor really know these minutes are important. As we see, first second, the former Gonzaga star Wiltshire is knocking them down. They put me in, coach. See what I can do.
Here's Richardson, stops, pops, and hits. Malachi Richardson.
Yeah, nice little quick move with the left-hand dribble like that. Used the screen. Really balanced up quickly.
And a kick, they'll get the ball on the side.
Kick ball.
Get a good look at Malachi Richardson. Now watch this. A couple of bounces with the left hand. Really stops, gathers up, gets his balance, his shoulders squared up. That's excellent. Looks like he's done it before.
And a nice pass to Decker. How about Decker off the bench in this game? He's got 19 points.
I mean, this guy, he was a first-round pick a year ago, was hurt a lot of the year, but you can see why they were howling him. And he's got a real future here, no doubt about it. He and Eric Gordon off the bench really, they don't lose much when they bring those guys in.
Step back three is no good. And the tip by Scal Labissiere.
Good timing there by Scal.
Rockets need one more to tie the record for most threes in a game. They've got 22. And let's see, it's taken by the Rockets.
Well, they have 8 guys that have made threes as well, which I don't know.
That was a problem. Timeout, 2:37 left. We're back to Houston in a moment. And the Rockets on their way to winning their 19th game of the year. And they're trying to move right up with the Clippers and the Spurs. Everyone's chasing the Warriors right now at 22-4. With the loss, Sacramento will go to 9-16.
Yeah, I could almost see them staying right there. I think that's your top 4 teams. All the Grizzlies. It's amazing the year they're having with the injuries they've had. It's just a remarkable first-year head coach Dave Fizdale has obviously done a brilliant job there. And but I like this team, and I think they'll only get better.
There's a lot to like.
There is. I mean, the only team I can see, I don't think can move in the top 4 other than the 4 we saw. But I would like to see a healthy Utah Jazz.
I agree.
I think if they can get healthy and stay healthy, boy, they could.
I agree.
They could definitely, I think, be the 5th team.
Yep. Labissiere. Again, the Rockets need one more three to tie the record. And they took a two there. 127-91. And there's the rookie out of Syracuse, Richardson, with the second basket.
Look how easy he shot that ball. That's you know, no strain at all. You know, obviously there's guys coming out of college with the shorter three. Sometimes it takes them a little while to adjust. It doesn't look like it'll take him any time.
Down to 145.
Sacramento foul.
You know, I know people say, well, it's garbage time. If you're Malachi Richardson and Scott Labissiere, this is invaluable experience. This is why you play the game. This is how you get better.
And then that's what you're supposed to do if you're a shooting guard, become a hitting guard. And Malachi Richardson make the most of it. You're exactly right. These are important minutes. These guys are... they have to prove they can perform at the NBA level. And even though this is at the end of a mop-up kind of situation, but you've got to go in there and prove it if you want more minutes.
Let's check in with Katie. Katie, you have some more information for us?
Yeah, you guys, I talked to Peja Stojakovic, obviously the GM of the Reno Bighorns, also the director of player personnel and development for the Kings, earlier in the season about the three rookies going down to the Bighorns and playing. He said, look, we need them to be on the floor and playing, and they're not going to get it with this team right now. So that valuable time that they've spent, just the 11 games with the Bighorns, is proving right now that they're getting more comfortable on the court.
Well, thank you very much.
Sure agree with that, Katie. I really think that would have been good for guys like Ben McLemore, quite honestly, coming out of when he was drafted. Had he gotten more time down there, some time there, Nick Stauskas certainly would have helped him. I mean,
that's what it's for.
That's what it's for. That's what it's for, to help you get better. And,
you know, I don't know why some fans, they consider it a demotion. It's no different than what we see with AAA baseball in the bigs. I mean, it happens all the time.
It happens all the time.
Yeah.
And I think we'll see more and more of it, where in the future you're going to see a lot of lottery picks being sent down. They're just not ready. I don't care.
No, they're not. 128-96.
Yeah, just talking about the big league. Harold spent much of last year in the developmental league.
That's correct.
For the Rockets. So you know, hey,
hasn't hurt him. I mean, he's really played well since coming in.
He has. You know, I think he and Nene give him a little different look besides Capella.
Here's a leak out, Lawson. 130-98. Rockets fans, they want one more three. They're yelling three. They know that they need one more. And here's the block. And a goaltend is what they're going to call. And 25 seconds left. They probably will not get another three unless... my point is, if they get the ball, they'll probably walk it across and just sit on it.
Yeah, I don't think Coach D'Antoni wants another three.